Hey y'all, it's Casey Hope back with another fun 10-minute challenge. Now today we are going to show you how to make your own wrapping paper. This holiday season is the perfect time to use all your talents, all your hand lettering, your painting. Even if you think you don't have talents, you're gonna love this because you can give it a try. And it's not like your lettering is not the main focal point, but it is something that adds the pizzazz to your paper. So we're gonna show you how to take some simple craft paper and to create your own wrapping paper. And if I can do it in 10 minutes or less, one of you is gonna get a prize. Remember, all you gotta do is like this video, make sure you are subscribed to the channel, and leave us a comment, okay? Leave us a comment, let us know. Have you ever made your own wrapping paper before? Yes or no? And if not, are you gonna give it a try? We wanna hear. All right, let us see in the comments, but for now, let's see if I can do this in 10 minutes or less. All right, so we are going just to have this, our regular craft paper, a Sharpie, that's really all we need. We got this, I think, like Dollar Tree packing paper, but you can get this anywhere. I'm gonna practice Merry Christmas right here really quick, and then I'm going to fill this with lettering of Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas, and we will use that to wrap our gift. So let's just practice real quick before we get going. So M-E R, kind of do both those together. Y, and you can have a fun little tail on it. Now I can't fit Christmas here. I will be able to here, but right here, now I'm just trying to get the feel for my words. C, H, R, I, S, T. Now this is where you can really have fun with the crossover. Whoosh, that's a fun little way to do it. M, you can do just regular, almost M. A, and there's multiple ways to do S, so I'm just going to do it like that. Okay, so once you've practiced this a few times, you can head to your craft paper. You may want to pencil out the first little bit. So I'm going to just do Merry, and then I'll be Merry Christmas, and then I'll just keep writing it over and over. I'm not going to pencil everything out. I'm just going to kind of get my boundaries just a little bit. It just makes me feel a little bit better. So there's Merry. Now I'm going to start right here. I'm going to do one more pencil of Merry Christmas. I'm not sure if y'all can see this or not, but I do think if you're doing this for the first time, it's helpful. Now I'm going to run out of room, but guess what? I don't care because it's a repeated pattern, okay? Once we get this on there, it's going to be wrapping paper. It's going to be folded and taped and cut. So it does not matter if you run out of room here. All right, since I did that a couple of times, I think I feel safe enough now to come in with my Sharpie. Now, if you think, my goodness, you're doing that fast, I will tell you, the quickness only comes after a lot of practice. Sometimes it's like with anything. You know, I tell people I used to teach first grade, and I remember kids being so slow to sound out each letter when they're learning to read. But then the more they did it, the more fluent it got, and then they could just read it so fast, and lettering's a lot like that. I'm gonna start right down here with Merry Christmas. Lettering is a lot like that in that, to begin with, it can feel a lot. It can feel like you're having to think about every single letter. But over time, with some practice, it can become something that you can just do without having to think quite as hard. Here we go. Also, the more times you write it on this paper, it's just like good practice because, again, nobody, even if you mess up a little bit, nobody's going to be staring at each individual word. It's just going to create this cool pattern of loops and, you know, and fun strokes that's going to look cool. And by doing it over and over and over again, you kind of get a lot of confidence of, hey, this isn't so bad. And I see that I did change my S just by not thinking of how I started with that S on that practice paper, but again, not a big deal. Now I've got room here And so I'm just going to do Mary as much as I can. And that's where I stop. Now I may, right here, since there's Mary and Mary, I might start with Christmas, you know, just I've got Mary just to change up the pattern a little bit. So I'll start with Christmas. I will say, inside of our lettering club, we do so many projects like this that helps you to reinforce your lettering. So we do have a boot camp inside the lettering club that will teach you the basics, and then we have project after project after project like this that helps to reinforce what you've learned. Because honestly, are we really going to want to just practice on regular paper with no intention behind it? No, we like to practice sometimes with something that we can give to somebody or that has a little bit of meaning behind it. All right, so I'm going to start with Mary again. Whoops, let's see. Again, I messed up there, not going to fret about it though. This will probably be a bow on top of it or something, no big deal. I don't want you to fret over it either, y'all. This is peace and play and fun and practice, and it's wrapping paper. It's just paper. We don't get mad at ourselves. And that's probably about all I can fit there. And we'll start with Christmas again here, since we have Christmas and Mary, just so that we kind of are balancing those words. Let me look at our time. Okay, we have still got 4 minutes, so I'm going to pick up the pace just a little bit. This could also be a fun activity to let kids do, you know? Like, yes, we're writing pretty and loopy and fun, but it could be really fun just to have kids lettering all over big pieces of paper for your wrapping paper also. Be creative. During this series, we are trying to give you lots of ideas on ways to use your lettering and your art to bless other people, to use as gifts, and essentially that's going to also help save you money. It is not easy at Christmas time with the economy the way it is to be buying all the things all the time. So this series is showing you ways that you can make meaningful gifts or gift wrapping or, you know, cards, different things to bless other people that honestly is more special to me when it is handmade, when you thought about it, when it's your touch to it. Now there comes a time as you do this that you're going to start doubting yourself if you're spelling things right. Because I'm like, I've written it so many times, I'm like, is this right? I'm not sure. It's fun though, I tell you, it's fun. It's also fun knowing that nobody's going to be looking at each word individually, so there's freedom in that. Woo. Like, I kind of got a little wonky right here, but I hope you can see how fun this could be, just to be lettering. It probably, if I had something like a laser, that probably would have been beneficial. You know, you can do the laser for your lines, but it's not, you know, it's not a have to. Slide this over. I'm kind of running out of room here, so what I'm going to do is just kind of start fitting things in where I can. So I'm going to fit Mary here. I do want all of the paper to have some sort of script and lettering on it, even if they don't flow together and like make sense. Like if I'm just throwing Mary there by itself and throwing Christmas here by itself, it's still lettering. And again, whenever you wrap the gifts, you're not going to be reading it in this order anyway. We just want there to be pretty handwritten script all over the page. All right, y'all, we did it. I mean, barely, but we did it. We did it in 10 minutes or less. We made our own handmade wrapping paper that just make anything look a little extra cute and adds a little personal touch to it, and it gives you a lot of lettering practice. If you have been wanting to practice your lettering, this is a perfect way to do it, because you saw that I just lettered and lettered and lettered and lettered, and you just you get the feel of it as you go. But anyway, I did it in 10 minutes or less, which means one of you is totally gonna win. All you gotta do is like the video, subscribe to the channel, and leave us a comment. And if you want more ideas like this, we have created a PDF for you. The link is in the description. It is completely free. Just enter your email and we will send you the PDF, and it has a lot of ideas similar to this on ways that you can use your art and your lettering this holiday season. All right, y'all, that's it for now. We'll see you next week. See ya.